And then when I walk into, out in the public, and I don't have big shiners and busted lips and cuts. Like you watch those MMA guys, and they just kind of haul off and just beat the crap out of each other, and they're bleeding and broken nose and all that. So that's what the face shield, protects. So that's the sparring gear. And then, so my two events that I'm doing is sparring, obviously, and the way it works is there's divisions, and there's based on a couple of things: age, gender, and um, belt level and weight. So I'm a green stripe purple belt. I'm almost 45, so I'll be in the above 40 group. And then I'm 200 pounds, 205 pounds, so I'll be in the heavyweight division. And what was the other one? Oh, well, anyways, so um, the way it works is you're randomly assigned your opponent. You don't have the option to choose. So whoever I'm assigned, then that's who I'll spar with, and may the best person win. And the sparring matches are 2 minutes long, and the idea is to score points. And if you can score a 7 point difference, then the match ends. So if I score 7 points, my opponent scores 3 points. Now I've got a 4 point lead. So if I score three more points, then the match ends. And if the match goes all the way to 2 minutes, then whoever has the highest score at the end of the match wins the match. If you lose your match, you go to the consolation matches for um, your group. And if you win your match, you move on. And it's single elimination tournament. So if you lose your first match, you get to go to the consolation rounds, but you can't get a trophy or anything. You'll just get like a clap and a slap on the back for your participation. But if you win your match, then you move on to the next match until it gets all the way down to the last two components. And the last two people are the ones that are fighting for the championship. And there's 2 days worth of tournament. The first day is only open to our school, and our school has many locations, so people come from all over. And you can't be higher than red brown. So red belt with a brown stripe. That is the highest level of competition on Friday. On Saturday is open to the entire world, and all the way up to 10th degree black belt can compete. Obviously, a 10th degree black belt wouldn't be sparring with the green belt. That's just ridiculous. But they break down usually gold green, purple blue, red, and red brown are your divisions. And so it goes by your age, your weight, and your belt level. So I'll be in the green and gold division. So we'll see how that goes. I could be sparring with someone that has very limited sparring experience. I could be sparring with someone that's you know been in boxing and who knows how many other things throughout their whole lives. So this could be a really quick day for me, or this could be a good long day. So I'm hoping to at least win my first match. I mean, I'd like to win the championship for my division, obviously, but um, I'm not um, I'm not going to be cocky or anything. I'm just going to go in there and then take the match as it comes, and whoever my opponent is, may the best person win. But sportsmen, you treat each other like decent human beings. Go out there. You're not trying to kill each other. The people that come in and they just want to fight and fight and fight. They're the ones that get beat because they extend so much energy, and the other person just has to kind of sit back and wait for an opening and just pop them, bam, done. So we'll see how it goes. And my other event is individual form. Some people call it kata. my school calls it form, which is basically a series of steps um, and techniques that are all linked together. So at my level, green, purple, I can do two. I have a choice of two forms to do. I can either do Wanjan Yun or Hyung. It's hard to pronounce. It's a Korean word, which is my level, my green and green purple level, or I can do Genesis. Genesis is the gold belt level. You start learning it as a white belt, and you have to be able to perform it as a gold belt. So at my level, the curriculum says I can do one of those. Um, so I'm going to be doing Wan Zhan Hyun. It's not terribly difficult. Um, it's got about 15 to 20 distinct moves, and it starts off what's called a pseudo block, where you block, right? So this hand's pointed out, and you block, and you fold, and you use a low block, and you're blocking down low, and you point, you kick with your right foot, you land, you punch, step, you punch, punch, yeah, and you fold, turn, fold, down, up. That's the second part. And then you go um, move to the left, back to the right, you go to the center, and then you go uh, uh, to the back, left, right, and then to the center again. And then it ends left, right, and then it ends in a front stance, kind of like this. So you're sticking your hand out, leaning forward, and then that's the end of the form. Now that is, it takes about 45 seconds maybe if you do it at a moderate pace. You could do it as fast as you want, but when you're doing it fast, you have to do it in such a way that your moves are intense and crisp. They don't want you just kind of doing the motions. They want you to boom, 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 boom. You do your moves with a good technique, good intensity, good loud hi-yas. So it's one of those deals that um, slower is better. But when you move from one to the next, one move to the next, so it's boom, pause, boom, pause. So there's a little bit of, like in music, you call it a rest, like an eighth rest. So if you think of music, there's like four notes in a measure, right? So the eighth of a beat. So it'd be like one and two and three and four, and so like one, and then that's the next is and. So you rest one and one rest two rest. So there's a little boom bah boom bah, kind of a little rhythm to it, and crisp technique, intensity, volume, confidence. If you make a mistake, you cannot show that you made a mistake. The judges cannot judge you on your what you did wrong. They can only judge you on what you did right. So if you did something wrong, like you went the wrong direction, they can't judge you on that. But like if you do a technique and it calls to do a full fold like this, but you only do a kind of a half a fold, that's a deduction. So you want to boom, boom, make sure they see you fold, block, fold, block, fold, block. Whatever the move is, point, kick, punch, whatever. So you want to do it intense and precise. I've been working on this hard, probably for the last month. I've probably done this form 200 times, maybe more. And my school has had extra training classes available, so I've done my form with more people watching and being very, very critical So if I make a mistake, they'll either say something at the point like heel on the floor, hold your fold, whatever. Don't make eye contact when you bow. Very, very critical because it's very, very important. So that's the goal for the tournament. So that's what I'm doing on the 9th of October.